Hi, and welcome to Down to Biz with Ashton Jeff.
This week we're going to look at pricing strategies, and in fact pricing is so important we've broken it up into two modules. First of all, we're going to look at some of the pricing methods, and then also how pricing affects markets, especially over time. Then next week we're going to come back and look at the actual elements that make up optimum pricing strategies.
So let's look at what's called the progression of commoditisation. Now, something horrible happens to your margins over time, and especially as new entrants come in as competitors. They get a lot smaller.
So along the bottom we see as time passes and more people enter, the margin we're making, or the ability to charge a premium, tends to decline.
The reason for this is that at the start, when a product's brand new, we're able to compete on functionality. There's something we do that no one else can, and for that we can charge a premium.
So that's when a category is established. Then we move into quality, and as more players enter, there's going to be the high quality players, the low quality players, and then the mass market. But quality becomes a differentiator.
When you've got a lot of people in the market that all have quality products, you usually seek to put convenience or service around it, and we can see this happening with the petrol merchants. What they've done is built small supermarkets at their petrol stations so that there's a value add when people come up just for petrol.
And when the price war starts, that's when the margins really get hurt. We see it time and time again. When price comes into play, it just becomes about volume. You see big players dominate, looking for very low margins and higher volumes.
So when you're trying to price something in a market, there's three basic ways.
It's cost plus pricing, competitive pricing, and perceived value pricing.
The first one's cost plus pricing, and this is where you basically look at how much it costs you to produce it, and you put a little bit on top.
These are the people making the least money in the category. The next one is that range. It's called competitive pricing, and a majority of players in the market will do this. They'll look to see what their competitors are charging. They'll either charge a little bit more, a little bit less, or actually go for price matching. This is the way most businesses operate.
And then there's highest perceived value pricing, and this is where you actually look at what's really important to consumers, and crucially, what they'll actually pay for a product, and you price to that. It has absolutely nothing to do with how much it costs you to make it.
So this is where the magic happens in marketing. This is where some players know that if you actually put up your price, you not only get a bigger margin, you can actually have higher perceived value, more satisfied customers, and actually get more business. And that's what we're going to do next week, is show you the 14 elements that make up pricing from the terms of seeing what a customer is willing to pay. So make sure you sign up to Down to Biz with Ashton Jeff, and we'll see you next week for Pricing Strategies Part 2.